Hello, everyone. Welcome in. As you see, I'm on the road working this week again, so I'm filming from my hotel room. But once I read this case, I definitely had to get it out there, let you guys listen to it. It's one of the most haunting cases ever to take place in California, and it is still unsolved. The murders inside cabin 28 in the small community of Keddie, because whoever did this didn't go there by accident. Sue Sharp was 36 years old. She was a single mother of five, doing what so many parents try to do, starting over. It was the late 1980s. Sue moved her children to Keddie for a quieter life, a small community, a place that felt safer than anywhere they've been before. Friends describe Sue as strong-willed, protective, independent, not easily intimidated. She wasn't reckless. She wasn't hiding from anything. She was rebuilding. Sue had been previously married and was separated or divorced at the time of the murders. There is no evidence that her ex-husband lived in Keddie, was present the night of the murders, or was ever named a suspect. Sue did date. After her separation, she was known to be private and cautious, especially with children around. The investigators later said that inside of cabin 28, that it looked personal, that it was driven by anger and control.
There were there were some signs of blood in both rooms.
Sue's car. There was blood on the back stairs. There was blood on the back door.
And it was suggested that Sue likely knew whoever came into that cabin. That night, Sue was home with John Sharp, her 15-year-old son, Dana Wingate, which was John's close friend, Justin Smart, Sue's 12-year-old son, and Tina Sharp, her 12-year-old daughter. John and Dana were normal teenagers. No criminal activity, no known conflicts. Dana lived in Quincy, which was about 8 to 10 miles away from Keddie. She was close enough to be local, but not connected to anything happening in Keddie itself. And keep in mind, she is a teenager. So that does matter. And because it strongly suggests that the teens were not the targets in this murder. Now, on the night of the murder, sometime during the late hours of April 11th, 1981, or the early morning of April 12th, one or more persons entered cabin 28. What happened next was very brutal. Sue Sharp, John Sharp, and Dana Wingate were bound, beaten, and stabbed. The violence was excessive, not quick, not careless. And in a nearby bedroom, Justin Smart slept through the entire attack. Trauma experts do say that this is possible, especially in children, but it has remained one of the most chilling aspects of this case. When the bodies were discovered the next morning, there was one person that was missing, and that was Tina Sharp. She wasn't found in the cabin. She didn't run away. She left behind all of her belongings. She was taken. 3 years later, her remains were found miles away. That detail changes everything because removing a child from a crime scene requires time, confidence, and being familiar with the area or the areas surrounding Keddie. This was a decision that was made by the perpetrator or perpetrators that came into cabin 28 that night. Now, Justin Smart's stepfather was Martin Smart. Martin Smart had a documented violent criminal history. He was known for a very volatile temper, and he did live nearby at that time. Sue and Martin knew each other. There was reports of tension and arguments between the two. There is no confirmed romantic relationship between them, but the proximity, conflict, and being familiar with the area, which really mattered just as much as the romance when evaluating the motive. There was another associate by the name of Bo Bodidi, who has also been named in later reviews of the case. Neither men have ever been charged. From the beginning, the investigation was deeply flawed. Crime scene was not properly secured, evidence was mishandled, and witness statements were inconsistently followed. Known violent individuals were questioned, then released. Years later, FBI documents would suggest confessions or admissions may have occurred, but no arrests were ever made. By the time the case was revisited, critical evidence was gone. Even the cabin itself eventually was torn down. This isn't believed to be a robbery or a burglary. It wasn't just a stranger passing through. They do believe that this individual did know the routine or did know the individuals that was in cabin 28 the night that it happened. Now, everything about the cabin 28 points to someone that is familiar, someone who felt entitled to confrontation, control, or punishment. And because 4 victims, including 2 children, never received justice, Sue Sharp was trying to protect her family. John and Dana were just kids spending the night, having a sleepover, excited, having fun. Justin survived with trauma and unanswered questions, and Tina never got to grow up. Cabin 28 isn't just an unsolved case, it's a reminder that investigators can fail the people who need them the most. And until the truth comes out, Cabin 28 will never truly be silent. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Lisa, and until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and take care.